episode of the Downs and Pain Sports Podcast. What you got, hosting most man of the planet, Yawa, Kang, ECG, and my guy, Mr. Mills.
Yo, it's your boy King Mills, man. I'm back 832-718 H-Town. New
Huh?
York City, stand up. You already know that.
And the Buffalo Kid.
It's your boy Sly, man. 716. What up?
Huh? So, yo, listen, man, this one's going to be packed. We ain't got Da Vinci, but it's okay, though. We going to make it work. What we got on the schedule today, Sly?
All right, let's get to it.
The finals tonight. So, hey, listen, people. I told you guys. I made a couple shorts. I did think that they was gonna get spanked for some odd. Well, actually, I shouldn't say for some odd reason because they've got a great coach named Rick Carlisle who plays chess, not checkers. That is able to extend this game, this series to 7. Now, for me, you know what, Mills? You're right. Halliburton, I shouldn't have used the Kobe line. I thought he was Kobe-esque in that first game with the game winner. But then now when we go back and look at the numbers, he's only putting up 14 points, but he is putting up 12 to 11 assists. He is kind of not the engine, but I'd like to say maybe the fuel to get the team going. Because we seen last game, I mean, he had 14 points again, and they beat OKC, but it was a team effort. And I think that's Rick Carlisle putting the right pieces together at the right time and putting them in the right spots. You know what I'm saying? But the homie, that's all I got to say. It's still OKC winning tonight. I don't see the Pacers pulling it out, but you never know. And, hey, Halliburton, you played injured. I commend you, sir. I commend you.
La?
Yeah, man. I mean, win, lose, or draw, I think the Pacers, they're winners. They're winners just for what they did through this playoff run, man. I got OKC winning. I just hate to keep saying it because I done literally picked against the Pacers in every single series. But I'm gonna pick against them again, man. I got OKC. I mean, and speaking on the Tyrese Halliburton thing, I wasn't when you said the Kobe thing, I know what you meant. I know you meant more of closing the games and his fearlessness and more like the Mamba mentality because obviously he's not a scorer.
No.
He ain't a score first guy. He's a traditional floor general type point guard.
Mm-hmm.
But his ability to, regardless of how he's playing in the game, for them, they put the ball in his hands and they trust him. Like, dog he's one of them guys. Like he hit more playoff game winners in this year than like a lot of people hitting their whole careers.
Yeah.
Like, salute to Tyrese, man. He did his thing. I think, regardless of what happened tonight, like them boys overachieved. They did their thing, man. But eventually, it comes down to the better team gonna win. And I personally think OKC the better team. Like they're literally built to like Tyrese Halliburton weakness is the OKC Thunder strength. Like they strength is defending the perimeter, and I think Tyrese Halliburton weakness is beating perimeter defenders off the dribble. So it's like this series it was gonna be tough for him either way.
Yeah.
But them Pacers, boy, they still can't play. TJ McConnell, bruh, he one of my favorite players in the league, man. That dude is a dog. Like,
Stay ready, All-Star.
yeah, man. Son is really cold, man. Like I don't know if I seen a backup point guard kind of come in like consistently just get by his man. Like, dog, he beat niggas off the dribbles like effortlessly. Like, so yeah, man. Shout out to OKC, shout out to Indiana. Even though this, man, I don't want to go on for too long, but I will say, like, this series, I wasn't so excited about the finals this year just because the teams ain't the most flashy, they ain't the most exciting. But every time I watch the games, I'm locked in. It's good basketball being played, and I appreciate that shit so much. I still didn't really see the Knicks in, but I will say that this has been a good finals, man.
Yeah. I don't know who sent it in the group, but somebody sent it that Halliburton can't go left.
Oh, that was me.
And then they showed the pie chart, and it was like all his baskets came from the right, and nothing. He couldn't hit nothing off the left side. So
Yeah, the last game was the first game that he hit a shot from the left side of the court in the whole finals. That is insane.
That was actually his first shot that he made throughout that game. Nah, listen, man. I know I'll be giving Halliburton hell, but
Facts.
the thing about it is, like I said, the reason why I try to balance or not just humble people, but I make sure they understand. Like I know he's a point guard. That's his job. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? It's just the push of people trying to say he's a superstar. He's this. He's that. I just think that he's great at what he does. And you bring up, him not really being the engine to the car, but he just literally the wheel. You know what I'm saying? He understands and knows where people needs to go. You know what I'm saying? He knows where he needs to pass the ball, when he needs to give the ball up, when he needs to, I would say, drive to the middle of the court, dish the ball off. You know what I'm saying? He excels at what he does as being a point guard for the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah.
It's a great thing that Carlisle is his coach. You know what I'm saying? As a backup point guard, and understands. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, um, big ups to the Pacers. Definitely killed my Knicks in the sense of they were the better team in the sense of how they executed. You know what I'm saying? Their execution is always stellar. They're always going to find ways to execute. So Rick Carlisle definitely has his team just learning how to play with each other, being unselfish and stuff like that. TJ McConnell, I really don't. As a fan of the Knicks, as a fan, period, I really don't like you. But I
Facts.
respect your game.
Word.
Respect your game.
He kills us.
Yes,
He
he
kills us.
he's been
Last
killing
year,
the Knicks.
last year
He's
he
been
had me
killing the Knicks for
pissed.
years.
This year he did the same shit again. Like can't stand
Yeah,
his ass.
too many years he's been killing the Knicks. It's just I don't know what it is with him, but he's annoying. But at the same time, I respect it. Shout out to his father. That was just an amazing moment after Game 6. I don't know if anybody's seen it.
No.
Just he was just he's so hard. You know what I'm saying, on his child and stuff like that. So I salute stuff like that because as a father, what better way to watch your child just excel and being the reason for certain closeout games or games to be the way it is. This is why we have a tie series. But I say this to say this. OKC, you are a very young team, but for you to even be a young team and still possibly winning tonight, that's a scary situation because I don't know what's going to happen when you obviously understand how to capitalize and finish off games where you need to finish.
Yeah.
Chet, you've been playing very small, very inconsistent. It's like you timid. But at the end of the day, when you have great games, look what your team can do with you having a great game, Chet. SGA, just keep being you, bro. Like, I don't know what more you have to do. Maybe cutting on the turnovers. That's definitely something that you need to work on. Jay Will, man, there's so much more I can't even express how you played all series long. But keep doing you. I think you got to run for that Finals MVP. To be honest with you,
No,
um, yep.
Oh, it's between him and Shea. It's between him
no.
and Shea.
Him and who?
Jay
No, it's
Will's
between him and
inconsistent,
SGA.
bro.
But he has a hunt to go for it, though. I listen.
No, he
Ah,
Jay
doesn't.
Will
okay,
play.
okay.
No.
Jay Will play throughout the series been like stellar.
Yeah, it
Nah,
has.
he been up and he has some stinkers too though.
That was
Yeah,
game
but
one.
so is Shea.
I don't think Shea had any. Has he had a
Yeah,
playoff
game three was a
stinker?
very stink. That was disgusting.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. You're right.
Game three was disgusting by him. But like I said, I just like Jay Will's dog mentality, how he's just like getting to the lane, especially when SGA isn't there. He's on attack mode. So kudos to him. OKC pulls it out tonight, man. I mean, I think the fans is going to have their backs, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to boost OKC another level. They'll host up their first trophy ever. Sam Presti, I'm going to slow down on you a little bit until next season. And that's
Until
it.
next
That's all I got.
season. Mills, come on, man. You got to cut this guy the biggest slice of you
If
got
they
it
win the ring,
pie.
yes, I will.
Because right now, like as we speak, whether they win or lose, for the next 4 years, they good.
Yeah.
They can move pieces. They can draft. They can
We thought
get
the same.
draft
We
picks.
thought the same thing with KD and Russell and Harden. What happened?
I don't know
Well,
what
they
happened.
didn't win though.
I know what happened. Sam Presti.
But you can't say that now. Looking at this, and this team is built off of what a couple trades and drafts.
Yeah.
That took 10 years in between.
It did, but he said what he was going to do, and now they sitting more than pretty than they were when they had Russ, Harden, and KD. It's
Like I
fair to
said,
say that. I
bro.
mean, look how young this team is.
I mean, look, I'm not from Oklahoma,
Neither am I.
but when we say 2020 hindsight, if he allowed himself to do what he needed to do with keeping Harden, this team would have literally been on their third, probably a Spurs type of run, right?
Possible, very possible.
Okay, a small market team literally becoming dominant in a certain era.
That's the thing, though. Hold on, though. The Warriors were still there, regardless of Russ, KD, and Harden.
right.
The Warriors were still there. They still had
But
the
it was just,
Lakers. Like, there's still
so
moves
that's what I'm
that.
saying. Nah, after the Lakers wasn't going to stop. The Lakers wasn't going to stop. Listen, we talking about from Kevin Durant moving, Russell moving, Harden moving. Like, if you kept that three core together, right,
Yeah,
within the
okay.
system that they worked, everything else. What I'm saying is, yes, it would have been just like the Spurs and the Lakers. We would have OKC and Warriors, like battling out through the West throughout the whole time. I would have seen. I think for me, I could say if Sam Presti did it the right way and didn't move off his emotions and money in situations like that, and picking Serge over Harden,
No, it
I
is
possibly
possible
see
because
OKC as a Spurs.
yet again, my Warriors did have to go through OKC, who blew a 3-1 lead, which my Warriors turned around and did the same thing. So if they had Harden at that time, maybe they would have beat the Warriors, and maybe the Warriors dynasty wouldn't have started so early. You know what I mean?
I mean, look, I think they would just battle it out, and it would have been fun because the same thing happened with the Spurs and Lakers. They seen each other. Spurs will beat them one year, Lakers will beat them another year. Lakers, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So again was saying, bro, he does these things. He gets this team. He finally can possibly put it together. I just need him to constantly put it together because again, OKC could have been the Spurs of our era or this coming. You know what I'm just saying? This young era.
That's true. That's true.